Be honest with me for a minute. What do you really wish you could say to your boss? You know that thing deep down you wish your boss just really knew, but for whatever reason you feel like you can't tell them? Today, I give a stranger that opportunity to express it out into the world, and hopefully everybody's boss is listening and is taking notes. Hi, I'm Matt Hayes, and this is episode number 4 of Meet a Stranger. So I ran into stranger number 4 at a coffee shop in Chicago. She told me she was leaving her old job and moving to this new position she was so excited about. You could just feel her energy. I couldn't help but be excited for her. Don't you love it when you can just feel that from somebody? But on the other side of it was also the reason why she was going to the new position. Yeah, it's a better gig that she's going to. There's more money, it's moving up the ladder. But part of it was leaving something that just didn't feel right to her anymore. It's made me think about the times I've been in a position like that in the corporate world. And I remember how there were those things I wish I could have just said to my old boss about really why I was leaving, but never felt I could really say it. So I thought I'd let her express it to me instead, and talked about what she really wanted to say in her exit interview. Take a listen. So you have a new job you're moving to?
I do. I recently received a promotion, so I'll be managing a team of 6.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So pretend I'm your exit interview. I want you to tell me exactly what you wish you could say to the people that you are parting, or the bosses, or whatever it is that you've really wanted to say to them. This is what I've been wanting to tell you, maybe one of the reasons why you left, whatever it might be. What do you wish you could say to the people that you are leaving?
I hope in the future you pay more attention to people than self. I hope that you start taking into account others and not just self-driven KPIs, Because I think the main thing that we can do when we are leading people is to be selfless. And a lot of people I'm leaving aren't selfless. And that affects other people. Because if you are working hard, you're working your ass off for someone, and you don't feel appreciated, all you feel is you just get more work, then that's not a good driver. That's not a good driver to keep someone around. That's not motivation. That doesn't keep that person inspired, excited. But when you work for your people will work harder for you and even better. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
How did that affect you?
I felt that I had to be even more selfless towards others that are on the team, because I know they needed it and they weren't getting it from, higher management. Mm-hmm. So it's draining, it takes a lot out of you, especially when you're a person who is excited about everything. You wake up the next day, you're like, okay, anxiety, who am I going to have to help today? What am I going to have to take care of? What excuse am I going to have to make for our leadership today? So I'm excited not to have to do that. Yeah. Anxiety is going to be there, stress is going to be there, but being in a different space, I'm excited for that.
One last question. How did that affect your personal life then? How did that trickle down into after 5 o'clock and you would close the laptop and everything?
You know what? A good thing about that is I got some really good people in my life now who experienced the same thing I did, so we had that commonality. But that commonality actually turned into knowing way more about each other than what we were griping about. The gripe continued. 5 o'clock, laptop closed. We're on the cell phone griping about, the stuff that happened that day. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, no, actually I have these meaningful relationships from such a stressful situation. I got better friends out of this.
And you probably learned something about yourself and your friends from that then as well.
Yep. We can deal with crazy real good.
Look, I know we're all trying to do our best, but lately it feels like so many organizations are just trying to run things by the book, running things by some managerial tape they heard years ago or some training video they watched late at night. But at the same time, they've forgotten that behind the titles and the tasks are humans. Humans with feelings, dreams, desires, and a life. Maybe companies need a chief human officer to remind everyone that when it's all said and done, we're still humans. And we really would like to be treated as such. Because through all of that she went through, she and her friends learned it. What would have been if only her boss did? Thanks to stranger number 4, and if I may partake in an inside joke for a minute, It's fine. It's fine. Thanks for stopping by to meet a stranger today. You can find us on all those big evil social media channels at Go Meet a Stranger. I'm Matt Hayes. The next time you're in line somewhere, take a second, say hello, and meet a stranger. You never know what you'll learn. Cheers. Be honest